incident took place at a Los Angeles hotel in 2016. The surveillance footage obtained by CNN shows Ventura walking down a hallway with Combs chasing after her. He then proceeds to grab Ventura, throwing her to the ground.
Put out a hits the day Diddy admits that he put the hit out that got Pac killed,
Eminem has stirred the pot in a major way, dropping bombshell new evidence that promises to expose Diddy with shocking footage. In an unexpected twist, the rap legend has obtained video clips that could significantly alter public perceptions and raise serious questions about Diddy's actions and character. This revelation has sent ripples through the music industry and among fans, with everyone eagerly awaiting to see the impact of these revelations on one of hip-hop's most influential figures. Diddy is back in the spotlight, and not in a good way. His old, handled response to Eminem's claim that he was involved in Tupac Shakur's death has popped back up, and it's causing quite the stir. Back in 2018, Eminem threw out a line in his diss track, Kill Shot, suggesting Diddy was behind the infamous 1996 drive-by that ended Tupac's life. Eminem spit, "Kells, the day you put out a hit's the day Diddy admits that he put the hit out that got Pac killed. Pretty bold, right?" Well, Diddy did reply, but it was in a now-deleted episode of Joe Budden's YouTube show. And with all the legal drama and FBI raids Diddy's dealing with now, that old comment is getting a whole lot of new attention.
Nothing to speculate about, nothing to talk about. Puff said it's in his hands, and he said I can say it. He said, there's nothing to say about it. It's in my hands. He's wild.
When Diddy popped by as a guest, he gave a pretty vague response to the whole Eminem drama, just saying it was handled privately. He brushed it off, telling everyone, "There's nothing to say about it. It's in my hands." He wild. Eminem later backtracked, saying his lyrics were just a joke, but rapper Jay Electronica wasn't laughing. He jumped in, defending Diddy big time on X, saying, "How dare you accuse Diddy of killing Tupac? You best tread carefully, son, before I come tear your ivory tower down like Suleiman done the Templar Knights." Remember, Diddy was managing Biggie Smalls, Tupac's rival, when Biggie also got killed in a drive-by back in '97. Since then, Diddy's always had to swat away nasty rumors and internet trolls, claiming he had something to do with Tupac's death. There's been some fresh drama in the case, though. Last September, a guy named Keith D got nabbed for allegedly supplying the gun in Tupac's murder. His trial's set for this November. Meanwhile, Diddy's caught up in his own mess. He's right in the middle of a federal sex trafficking probe. He's totally denied all the claims, calling them sickening. Just last March, Homeland Security raided his places in LA and Miami as part of the investigation. Diddy wasn't there when the feds showed up, but his sons King and Justin were. TMZ said the cops held them for a few hours, then let them go. So far, Diddy hasn't been charged with anything, and his lawyer's been on the defense. On another note, King's dealing with a lawsuit himself over a sexual assault claim. So, there's a new lawsuit hitting the headlines, filed last Thursday in LA County Superior Court. It's claiming that King, Diddy's son, sexually assaulted a woman while she was working on a yacht that Diddy had chartered last year. King's lawyer, Aaron Dyer, was quick to throw shade at the woman's lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn. Blackburn isn't new to the drama. He's also representing Rodney Lil Rod Jones, who earlier this year accused Diddy of some serious stuff like sex trafficking and assault. Dyer's pretty skeptical about the whole thing. He told one source, "We have not seen this woman's claim, but I'm sure we can expect the same kind of manufactured lies, just as we saw in Rodney Jones's lawsuit, which has yet to be served." He's basically saying to take this lawsuit with a grain of salt, hinting that it's all part of a bigger agenda against the Combs family. It looks like Diddy and his legacy is slowly crumbling to pieces, and it hurts to see it, especially after all the hard work and dedication that was put in by Diddy.
First thing was, what's your definition of radically open-minded?
Is to simultaneously have an opinion.
Diddy has always had a knack for captivating any crowd. Take 2019, for instance, when he was deep in conversation, not about making more money, but about giving it away, chatting it up with hedge fund heavyweight Ray Dalio. Fast forward a bit, and there's Diddy hanging out on Power, 105.1's The Breakfast Club, where he's mixing drinks, diving into deep spiritual talks, and cracking jokes left and right. Classic Diddy, right? Balancing the high life with deep thoughts, just like he's managed to juggle being both a former altar boy and a business mogul, even amid some pretty intense scandals and FBI raids that have everyone questioning what's for show and what's for real. Growing up in Harlem wasn't easy. After his dad was murdered, Diddy's mom had to go all out just to keep them afloat. He's talked about waking up to roaches on his face and deciding right then he was going to change his stars. That determination got him the nickname Puff and fired up his journey into the hip-hop empire.
Ain't you? Ain't you? Yo, let's get right to that smoke. I don't want to be sensitive.
He started by throwing epic parties at Howard University and eventually made his way to Uptown Records, working under Andre Harrell. But soon, his dreams got too big for Uptown, leading him to launch Bad Boy Records with the legendary Notorious Big.
You not around, know you in heaven, smiling down, watching us while we pray for you. Every day we pray for you, till the day we meet again. In my heart is where I keep you, friend.
The loss of Biggie in '97 hit Diddy hard. He poured out his grief on the MTV VMAs stage, performing I'll Be Missing You. And somehow, despite the murky East Coast-West Coast feud, he kept rising, dodging blame and scaling new heights. By the late '90s, he was launching his Sean John fashion line, turning a rapper's cool into a mainstream brand, all while steering through some serious legal storms. Hip-hop has always had its share of tough guys and mogul drama. Think Suge Knight or Jay-Z's infamous moments. Diddy's been right there too, a major force in taking hip-hop mainstream and keeping it there despite the scandals. After that, Diddy switched up his image from Puff Daddy to P. Diddy and started showing a softer side in his Bad Boy for Life video. His reality shows, like Making the Band, showcased his talent spotting skills and a bit of a bossy streak. Diddy's influence wasn't just about hits and fashion. He positioned himself as a role model, advocating for political engagement and more. His life story has been about showing what's possible, from music to vodka to films. Yet, the success of acts like Ma Dollar, E, or Shine hasn't really dented Diddy's reputation as a star maker. But whispers have always been there, especially about his relationship with Cassie, whom he met in the 2000s. Things got pretty dark when she sued him recently under a new law that lets abuse victims seek justice years later. Her allegations are intense, accusing Diddy of causing severe harm. Diddy denies everything, of course, but then there was that shocker from Kid Cudi, claiming Diddy blew up his car over some beef involving Cassie back in 2012. Cassie's quickly settled lawsuit should make us all pause and consider the power dynamics in hip-hop and how they shape the culture. It's a wake-up call that even the biggest names have secrets that can deeply affect everyone involved and the industry at large. The community often shrugged off Cassie's issues, treating her more like a temporary musical sensation than someone seriously impacted by industry power games. Her quick settlement reminds us of the immense influence these industry giants wield, often treating those around them like pawns. Diddy's current legal woes stand apart from other scandals, like R. Kelly's, because they tap into a broader societal fascination with uncovering dark deeds among the elite. This growing scandal culture feeds into the narrative, making every revelation about Diddy's secretive parties a part of a larger, almost morbid curiosity. But there are some differences between R. Kelly and Diddy. One person said, "The main difference is Diddy can afford to pay off all his accusers, unlike Kelly. Some are just making fun of Diddy because they believe he's got a one-way ticket to jail, and Kelly is waiting for him there." P. Diddy, friend R. Kelly, where have you been now? With the industry giants like Revolt and Hulu stepping back from projects with Diddy amid these scandals, it shows just how quick the industry is to cut ties and protect its own image, leaving figures like Meek Mill and Young Miami to navigate the fallout. It's a stark reminder of how the industry prioritizes damage control over addressing deeper issues, and how quick it is to move on from scandals without real change. What do you think about the latest twist in the Eminem versus Diddy saga? Eminem has just released new evidence that sheds light on some shocking actions by Diddy. As the music community and fans weigh in, we want to hear from you. What's your take on this revelation? Do you think it will change the public's perception of Diddy? Drop a comment below and join the conversation.